Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Level Up Trader, which is our new algo that we will be releasing very soon. Okay, so just before we get started, I'm going to start this replay up here. Let me change this. I'm going to start the little backtest up. We're going to backtest the month of January. Okay. And before anyone asks, this is an indicator, so not a strategy. You can't look at strategy performance and things like that. It's an actual indicator. This is from HFT Algo's panel. Took a little bit of his, combined it with our own. And this algo comes with, which we should probably do for our other ones, we have a PDF which will explain everything. You need level 2 data for this strategy, okay? And this algo is not beginner friendly, okay? So you need to have some sort of basic understanding of NinjaTrader, of trading in general, before you hop into this stuff, okay? You also will change settings sometimes with news events. So if it's a strong, heavy news event like CPI, FOMC, things like that, whatever, then you will maybe increase some of the numbers in the settings or decrease, okay? So it's not all just set and forget. If you want to set and forget, you're going to probably go with something more like our MNQ micro auto trader, right? But yeah, it comes with a full settings guide, everything, right? Help you set it up, everything very easily, okay? And now the pricing, which I know a lot of you guys are very curious about, it's going to be our most expensive out of any algo we have. And that's because it is our best algo, and frankly, we don't want tons and tons of people on it. Okay, so if we have one person on it, like, that's perfectly fine with us. So we're gonna be doing $300 for the first month, so more people can try it if you want, and $1,000 each month after. Okay, and again, really, we don't care how many people are on it. Okay, like we don't want a lot, because it's gonna come with a lot more questions, right? A lot more questions. So we don't want a bunch of people that are just hopping into trading to try out a little algo for the first time and they have no idea what to do, right? We want people who know what they're doing. They could also help us improve, right? And things like that. So it is our most expensive. It's our best algo, most profitable algo. In this date that I'm showing you here, the 8th to 31st, it makes about $17,000 of profit. None of our other algos will do that. You're not going to make $17,000 on our other algos. Now, our other algos might be a little more consistent. This one's pretty consistent, but there's some months that are, obviously worse than others, right? And right now, we are running heavy contract size, right? Like 13, which is quite a bit, right? So you could use micros. You can change the default contracts if you want. 13 contracts making 17K in a couple weeks. I mean, that's not bad. That's $1,300 per contract, right? So even if you use a couple contracts, yeah, you're still making pretty good money, right? You use 4 contracts, you're making 5K, right? That's pretty good, and that is, better, basically better than our other algos, right? But it is our most expensive. You guys are gonna probably have lots of questions on it, which is why we don't want tons of people on it. And I would go into the settings here to kind of show. I'll do that at the end, but it might freeze. I think it'll freeze up what's going on. But basically, this mainly, from what I've noticed, just it mainly takes trades overnight. At least with the default settings that BB3CS gave me. Doing a lot of trading overnight. You can see we're already at 15K, and it's been a week. It's been about a week. We're at 15K in profit. So right there, we've almost had no drawdown, right? 15K in profit. So we'll keep that running. I just really pointing that out, right? That's why it's priced like this. Not every month's going to perform like this, right? But it is, this is our best algo yet. Most profitable, I'd say. And the NQ algo is also very, very profitable, but it's not going to shoot crazy numbers, right? You're going to get pretty consistent numbers with the NQ algo, and they'll be consistently good. But this one might be a little more up and down, you know, but might be a bigger wave, right? But it'll work good long term. So this does have trailing stops as well. So the settings, you gotta make sure you're doing the ATMs correctly. Different profit targets, you know, for each thing. It's just more high tech. So basically right now, $17,620. If you keep this going until the end of the month, it end at about 17,300. So the rest of the month is basically flat, break even. So basically in a week and a half, made the same amount of profit that we made the rest of the month. And again, we're still fine tuning this, right? This isn't necessarily the final product. This is kind of an early video, I would say, before we push anything out. And this will have machine ID, I believe, on it. We are getting that set up as well, so no need to import files every month. That's the plan, at least. So yeah, 17K in profit. I mean, if you're on a 150K account, just as an example, that would have, I mean, now we're at 19K. So basically, from what I remember, it hits 20K. We do have a drawdown down to about 15K, and then we shoot back up to 17.5 by the end of the month. So there's a little bit of drawdown there for sure. Obviously, you have to expect that when you're trading the size that we are trading here. But if you're on a 150K account, just as an example, you could have passed a 150K account, 9,000 profit, right? Gotten your PA account and gotten $10,000 of profit on that PA account. We haven't had like any drawdown yet. I just want to point that out. It's been two weeks, and you could have, again, gotten a PA account, gotten it paid and funded, and made 10K in profit. Or if you already had a PA account, obviously some weeks you're gonna get lucky more than others. Some weeks might be really good, right? So if you had a 300K PA account and you ran this, right? Obviously you're risking losing the 300K PA, right? If it has a really terrible day or just a bad week, right? But if you have a really good couple weeks, you're up 20 grand, right? And I'm not just trying to push hope on you guys. I mean, I'm showing you that it works here, right? And I told you the drawdown was about 6K for this month. And end profit was 17.3. So it does work. But if you guys have any questions, I want you to throw all the questions, comments, concerns down below. And again, the pricing is $300 for the first month. So you guys can all kind of try it if you want. And it will go up to $1,000 each month after. And again, me and BB3 do not care about, like, just to be frank, we don't care about your guys' opinions on the pricing. That's what he wants to price it at, and it's a higher quality algo. It's more difficult, so we don't want you guys to be frustrated. And if you're new to trading, we honestly want to keep you away a little bit more. So if you want a little more beginner friendly algo, I guess I would go with the micro NQ or the ES trader or NQ algo. And if you want, you know, if you know what you're doing, you're making good profits on our other algos, whatever, you can give this one a try for a month, see how it performs that month. Hopefully it's a good month, obviously, so you guys enjoy it during that month and get some stuff out of it. And then it'll be $1,000. And if you don't want to pay $1,000, that's fine. I mean, we truly don't care too much, okay? It's just what we believe we should price it at, considering peak P&L is 20 grand. And that's been a couple weeks. Ends at 17 grand, 6K drawdown, but in 3 weeks it made 17 grand. Okay, so we feel even if it has a bad month, the good months outweigh the bad months. And if it ends 3 weeks and 17K in profit, then I think charging $1,000 is perfectly fair. So yeah, leave all the questions, comments, concerns down below, and we'd be happy to answer them. And we'll see you guys in the Discord.